Bentrovati, buon pomeriggio, siamo puntualissimi nonostante la paura che avevo visto che siamo addirittura in contatto con la Florida. Oggi invece spacchiamo il secondo, il tè è già pronto, spero anche per voi. Ormai è diventato tè freddo perché col caldo, insomma, oggi soprattutto che è una così bella giornata. Andiamo subito a introdurre il nostro ospite perché anche oggi mezz'ora, non lo so se ci basterà, forse neanche 40 minuti, ma vedremo. Ne abbiamo tante da raccontare. La chiamano la regina della Dakar, the Queen of Dakar, o Dakar Queen, perché è veramente un personaggio stupendo. Ma quando cominciarono a chiamarla la regina della Dakar era perché lei aveva vinto in macchina. Invece noi andremo a parlare prima di altre cose, e cioè di quando lei corse la Dakar in moto. Per cui, ladies and gentlemen, Jutta Kleinschmidt.
Good to be here.
For me too. And it's also easy because you are on the other side of the ocean and you are in Florida.
I am in Florida, yes, because I decided to stay here for the shutdown because here, like you can see, or maybe other side.
Yes. Fantastic.
I have a nice house and I have even a pool. You can see that too, you see.
Aha! Wow. Okay, so, I try to find a flight. I want to come there.
Yes, it was actually very close because when I heard that US shut down, that was on 13th or 12th of May, they announced that from tomorrow nobody is allowed to fly anymore to the States. I took the next plane. And I said, the next available plane. And I went here because I thought this is a better place. In Monaco, and normally I live in Monaco,
Yeah.
But I have only a very small apartment. And so then it's
a little bit different. A little bit.
Yes, a bit different.
Ok, I got to translate. Allora, come vedete, Jutta ha questa splendida casa in Florida e lei dice: sono riuscita a venire qui appena è scattato il lockdown, e lei abitualmente abita a Monaco e di conseguenza però ha un piccolo appartamento, quindi dice: che ne dici, è un po' diverso qui, avete visto la bellezza della casa e soprattutto c'è anche una piscina e quindi se la può godere, e quindi sono praticamente 50 giorni che è lì. Inforco subito gli occhiali per salutare i nostri ospiti. Già, you can see the commenter? Yeah, something. But anyway, yes. In Italian.
Like comments, sorry. Yes, now
exactly,
I see it.
Exactly. Everything in Italian.
Super. I have to improve my Italian now, so.
Fantastic, you can. Allora, quindi cominciamo subito. Allora, vi avevo già anticipato qualcosa nell'anteprima, a parte il fatto che appunto Jutta si trova in America. Ora andiamo subito a parlare di questa cosa perché c'è un film di mezzo. So, first of all, we will speak about your film and the Amblin production that decided to make a film on Jutta Kleinschmidt.
Yeah, it's actually a super honor, and because it's Spielberg, it will be a cinema movie, and but we are just at the start, so we signed contracts to do that, and now I wrote a book some years ago, and my book is the base for the movie. And the good thing is that I have a lot of rights to also decide on actors and things like that. So I'm actually co-producer. But now we start to make the script, which takes again about, I would say, nearly half a year to write the script. And then when the script is written, then we decide when we start making the movie. But it is actually a huge challenge, and I really think it's also super for cross country, because I really hope that people will see this adventure, our landscapes, what we discover when we race out there, and because we have fantastic landscape, we have fantastic adventure. It's super hard sometimes, but this is actually the aim to make this kind of races, that you manage to see the finish line and not only winning it. It's also, if you are finishing a race, you are a hero. And I think that is something we can really, really show.
I translate, fantastic. Bruno Birbes is already with us, and then I have a message for you from the side of Bruno Birbes, I will tell you. Allora, vi traduco praticamente, dice sì, fighissima questa cosa, perché appunto l'Amblin appartiene, come probabilmente gli appassionati di cinema sanno, a Steven Spielberg, che ha comprato i diritti di un libro che Jutta ha scritto qualche anno fa, che si chiama La mia vittoria alla Dakar, ed è dedicato chiaramente a tutta la sua carriera. È un libro molto bello, però è in tedesco, io lo sto cercando in inglese da quando l'ho saputo, e dice in questo momento siamo focalizzati sul riscrivere chiaramente la sceneggiatura, perché il libro è una base ma bisogna scrivere una sceneggiatura, quindi una situazione sicuramente molto bella, anche perché dice abbiamo vissuto dei momenti molto belli in dei paesaggi molto belli, siamo abbastanza focalizzati anche sull'obiettivo di andare a vedere di nuovo questi posti straordinari e sinceramente non vediamo l'ora. Stanno già lavorando praticamente sulla riscrittura della scenografia e della coreografia e della storia che farà poi da canovaccio al film, e ci vorranno almeno 5 mesi, dopodiché cominceranno a girare, anche perché mi spiegava prima, ora è ovviamente tutto fermo. What about the actors and the actress? Who they think to take for you?
I don't know yet, but the good thing is I have rights to decide on this too. So if I don't like somebody, at least I can say, no, not you. Let's see. I'm not sure. Maybe not only me, it will be also other people who be replaced by an actor. So it's super exciting and interesting. But for sure, I need a woman who loves racing too, and adventure, and have this kind of spirit.
Yeah, you can do the stuntman when they
yes,
turn
definitely, and this is already not only this. For sure, I will drive a lot of stunts myself. And that's already what we decided, because it makes completely sense. I will be also there during the whole setup for the filming, to advise, to help how this will be normally in cross country. For sure, it is a movie based on a true story, so it's not everything 100% chronological in a chronological order. And but I think it's nice to be at the set, to drive, and I'm sure a lot of people of cross country will join us, because we need cars, we need bikes, no? So everybody who want to join us, please send us a message. I'm happy to have, because we need a lot of bikes and cars when we do the movie. It will be a huge thing.
Wonderful, wonderful, awesome. Allora traduco un attimino, lei dice non abbiamo ancora scelto gli attori e neanche le attrici, e io gli dicevo certo non sarà facile scegliere l'attrice che farà la tua parte, lei però può dire sì o no, se le piace o non le piace. Di sicuro le scene fra virgolette pericolose, nel senso in cui c'è da guidare eccetera, le farà lei di persona, perché chiaramente dice sono io quella che ha l'esperienza, e il film sarà un film completamente autobiografico e basato sulla vita reale, quindi riporterà realmente quello che è stato fatto e veniva fatto in quel periodo. And Mitsubishi will give you the real Mitsubishi that you use in 2001?
Actually, they already say yes, they want to give me the car, which is very good. Hopefully it's good enough still. We have to see. But I think we will have no problem to find the race cars, so, because it's a huge, nice thing.
And what about the motorbikes?
I have most of my motorbikes.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, at home. The only thing what I don't have is the cars, because they are too big. But I kept all my race bikes.
You need more space for the cars. Allora le ho chiesto se Mitsubishi le darà la macchina originale con cui ha vinto nel 2001, e lei dice sì, assolutamente me la daranno, hanno già confermato che me la daranno, e le ho chiesto se userà anche le moto che ha utilizzato appunto nelle sue gare, e lei mi ha detto sì, perché le moto invece ce l'ho io, le macchine avrei voluto tenerle ma è un po' di tenerle. Okay, so excited for this history, fantastic about the film. I hope to have the possibility to see, to come on the set to see during the turning. That's fantastic. I think a fantastic experience. And I want to ask you about the beginning of your career. You said me that your first Dakar was a Dakar like tourist in 1987. Nel 1987 è stata la prima Dakar di Jutta, ma in realtà non era in gara, ma come ci raccontava anche l'altro giorno Paolo Caprioni, l'ha seguita come turista, che però voleva dire quasi essere in gara. It was difficult like the race.
Oh, yes. And this time, because at this time there was definitely for service no asphalt road. Even the service was going off-road and very often driving the same stage like participants. And I was so fascinated seeing the Dakar in the news and in the press that I say, wow, this is one of the biggest adventure. I really have to join that. And I was not even thinking about participating because this was too far away. But I was packing my motorcycle and went to Paris, and I just followed the whole race like mainly the service people did. And it was a huge adventure because in this time you don't have GPS, you don't have mobile phones. Only navigation I had was actually Michelin map scaled 1 to 4 million. So it was a bit risky, but you know, that's a rally rate, and that's it.
Yes, it was the beginning.
Yeah.
Allora racconta appunto che praticamente aveva sentito parlare di questa gara, sapeva che era una gara veramente molto difficile e anche un pochino folle, e così decise di partire. Preparò la sua moto, impacchettò tutto quanto il materiale, arrivò a Parigi e partì proprio da Parigi al seguito con loro, ed era assolutamente affascinata da questa gara che era incredibile, ma mai avrebbe pensato in realtà, seguendola così, che ci fosse poi la possibilità per lei di partecipare. So exactly what's happened the year after when you have the possibility to go like a rider?
Yeah, actually, when I came at this journey to the Lake Rose, and when I saw the bikes arriving and the cars arriving, I was fascinated, and I say, look, I have to do this in competition. And then I actually tried to find the money. This is the biggest problem, the budget. So I had a bike and I was training with the bike a lot to get skills. And then I worked already as an engineer, which was good. It was a good salary, but I worked in the evening and I did party service. I organized travels. I did everything to earn more money to just finance my first participation on bike, which was already the year after that.
Yeah, it was the same for everyone. Huh?
Yes, it's the same for everyone. And after my first participation, which was in 88, then I was bankrupt for 3 years. And
let's remember me also the history of Andrea Meyer, more or less.
And then actually 3 years later, that was 92, I did my second Dakar.
Ok, so, allora lei dice arrivai fino al Lago Rosa, e nel momento in cui arrivai al Lago Rosa ero già completamente innamorata della Dakar e decisi che l'avrei fatta l'anno dopo. Il problema più grosso ovviamente erano i soldi. Allora lei dice io ero già ingegnere e lavoravo già bene e prendevo un ottimo stipendio, però non potevo pagarmi tutto quanto. Allora fece tutti i lavori possibili e immaginabili, lavorava la sera, andava al bar, organizzava party, faceva qualsiasi cosa pur di guadagnare soldi, mettere via per potersi permettere di fare la Dakar. Questa storia è molto simile a quella di Andrea Meyer, che addirittura si vendette la casa per fare la prima Dakar, e lei dice riuscì a mettere su tutto quello che serviva per partire per la Dakar, poi certo feci bancarotta completa, per 3 anni rimasi praticamente senza un soldo, però riuscì almeno a fare la Dakar e a tornare poi nella seconda edizione. And your second Dakar was in
92. In 92, and until there,
the Cup, the Paris Le
That
Cup.
was Paris Le Cup, yes.
Yeah.
I decided to make the Dakar, and then when they announced the road, I was a bit shocked because it was to Cape Town. I say, what?
Oops.
That was the longest Dakar ever because it was 23 days, and it was 13,000 kilometers, and it was crazy. But that was my second Dakar, and I finished successfully. And until there, really, I prepared my bike in my 3-room apartment in the 3rd floor in Munich, you know. So, and I always put my bike up and down with the elevator. Very simple, but it worked well.
That's remember me something. Allora lei dice appunto i 3 anni di bancarotta, quindi niente Dakar nell'89, 90 e 91, poi nel 92 riesco a mettere abbastanza soldi da parte e decido che parto per la Dakar, che doveva andare a Dakar. Dice, poi annunciano che invece andava a perché durava comunque quasi 25 giorni, comprendendo tutto, quasi un mese siamo stati via più o meno, ma soprattutto erano molti più chilometri, erano oltre 13.000 chilometri, quindi dice una fatica mostruosa, però l'idea fu quella di partire e Bruno Birbes, ascoltami bene, perché ha detto che lei preparò la sua moto nel suo appartamento di Monaco di Baviera, al terzo piano di Monaco, la moto era al terzo piano e lei man mano che la metteva a posto, quando doveva scendere per andare a provarla, prendeva l'ascensore, però Bruno, lei aveva l'ascensore, non la portava giù dal quarto piano attraverso le scale e andava ad allenarsi e quindi poi la metteva a posto, poi tornava, sistemava le viti che c'erano da stringere, eccetera. Non vi ho detto una cosa importante, la maglia che io ho messo su oggi, questa polo con scritto Warsteiner, me l'ha regalata Jutta nel 93, quindi it's a gift of Jutta in 1993. So it's very, very important for me. Molto
Thank
importante. You. So finally, I show you a picture because now we arrive in 1993 and
on the bike
we have this.
Very nice. Yes, this is true. Yes. That was in 1993, and that was my participation with Yamaha, with Franco Picco team.
Tony Mori, with Tony Mori and yes. Massimo Montebelli. I have another picture to show you.
Yes, but Franco Picco was also racing.
Yes.
And that was really an adventure because my first was with a BMW, and that was a tractor. It was so heavy at this time for me because it was also a standard bike, not too much done on it. And it was the 92 Dakar with this bike was just a fight to survive, I would say. You know?
Yes.
And then I decided to have a bit lighter bike. And then in this time, KTM was my choice, but they don't want to do the Dakar because I was afraid their bike don't last the Dakar. And then I met Franco Picco, and we decided to make a team, and I rode this Yamaha. But the problem was, it was very good, this Yamaha. But then one night, everybody was stuck in the dunes. It was on a liaison. That means on a road section. But the road section was
in Algeria, maybe.
Yeah, but the road section was through the dunes to come to the bivouac. And I fell down with this bike, and I just want to pick it up, and then one of these fast trucks came and rolled over it. And the bike was damaged. That was a disaster for me. Yeah. So I didn't finish that Dakar.
Allora ci ha raccontato appunto che non riuscì a finire questa Dakar perché c'erano questo tratto terribile di trasferimento in sabbia con le dune. E intanto già nel 92 lei aveva fatto una fatica cane con la BMW perché era sicuramente una bella moto, però era molto molto pesante per lei e quindi una fatica impossibile. Quindi aveva accettato di buon grado di fare la gara con questa Yamaha, anche se temeva un po' che anche questa Yamaha fosse un po' pesante per lei. Invece Franco Picco la rassicurò e le disse no, guarda che è comunque una moto più maneggevole. Quindi lei partì tutta contenta. Poi purtroppo però è successo appunto in questo trasferimento che si ribaltò un camion e già la moto era tutta pestata e praticamente il camion andò a finire contro la sua moto e la finì di distruggere fondamentalmente, quindi Jutta fu costretta al ritiro. Ok, so 1993 and then what's happened in your rider life?
What's happened in my rider life? Yes. So then I continue on bike, and that was quite successful. So I started to find the first sponsors. Yeah. So I was looking for the budget, and I had some sponsors, and with this money, I paid my races. I started to do more races from the whole World Cup, and not only. Also a nice picture. So Asservis was one of my partners. And that was really nice. And so. It growed, and I could do more and more races. And then I decided to quit my job, which was a big decision because I had a very good job as a physics engineer at BMW, and my mom was very proud that I'm an engineer, and I had a trainee program behind me, so I was able to jump up in the hierarchy of BMW. And then I'd say, oh no, I prefer to race with my bike through the desert.
I prefer to stop.
And I did, and for sure everybody thought now she is completely crazy. But in the end of the day, sometimes I think you have to follow your dreams, no? Yeah.
Right.
And then from there, actually, after I have nearly done everything on the bike, what I wanted to do, I thought a new challenge. I need a new challenge. And I saw the cars. I say, look, wow, would be great to do a Dakar and cross-country races in the car. And that was a big step because it cost 10 times more than the bikes. And you have to find this budget. But with a lot of talking to my sponsors and partners and putting my own money in, I managed to find the budget to do my first Dakar on a car. And then actually after this, luckily that was successful, I was able to find the budget to continue.
Yes, so I translate. Lei dice appunto poi dopo aver chiuso insomma il discorso Dakar con le moto si rese conto che era forse venuto il momento di affrontare una nuova sfida, e la nuova sfida poteva essere chiaramente fare una Dakar magari in macchina. Il budget però, se una Dakar costava 10 in moto, con la macchina costava 3 volte tanto, quindi diventa tutto più complicato. Allora innanzitutto dice, per prima cosa ho deciso di lasciare il mio lavoro, il che fu uno shock soprattutto per la sua mamma, perché tutte le mamme sono uguali in tutte le parti del mondo. Dice, mia mamma era molto fiera del fatto che io lavorassi in BMW, che fossi ingegnere fisico, e perché lei aveva studiato fisica appunto, e che quindi potevo solo fare carriera, ero già al top della carriera, ma avevo ancora moltissimi step davanti a me per diventare ancora più brava, più insomma per fare carriera, come si dice. E io invece tornai a casa e gli dissi, sai mamma, ho deciso di lasciare la BMW e di dedicarmi ai rally nel deserto. Chiaramente fu uno shock per la famiglia, però non le misero mai i bastoni, diciamo, fra le ruote, perché gli dissero devi seguire i tuoi sogni, ed era esattamente quello che lei aveva intenzione di fare. E così cominciò la sua carriera nelle auto, trovando il budget, perché attenzione, proprio Warsteiner tra l'altro era uno dei suoi sponsor. Gli sponsor decisero di affiancarla e appoggiarla in questa avventura. Okay, so we arrived to the first race with the car was not Dakar. You make something before?
Yes, I did some races with Jean-Louis Schlesser, the buggy, you know very well, and but with a single seater. Yeah, that was when I changed from bike to car. I took the single seater, which was okay for me. But the only problem is when you get stuck. You have all the work by yourself, you know. So, and the car is something else than the bike, yeah. So,
yes.
And for sure, in the beginning, you get stuck because the experience is less. And that was a hard job, but it was a good learning, and it was a lot of fun. And then I did my first Dakar on, I think it was in 95.
Yeah.
95, I did my first Dakar.
96, the history say 96 with Baggage Lesser and 95 with Mitsubishi.
Exactly.
But okay, perfect.
I started in 94 to race some races with the Schlesser buggy, but for the Dakar, I took a standard Mitsubishi because I didn't had enough money to continue the Dakar with the Schlesser buggy. The budget was too high. Let's say it like this. And anyhow, then I took the money and I bought myself in the team of Sven Quandt, which is today X-Rate. In this time it was Gecko Racing. And I actually bought myself into the team, and I got in this time it was a T1, which was a T2 today, you know, so which is a standard Mitsubishi with some little changes.
Yes. Allora, lei ricorda la sua prima Dakar fu nel 95, ma nonostante avesse provato i buggy di Schlesser, soprattutto il monoposto, perché vi ricordate che c'era il monoposto, che le piaceva moltissimo, non aveva nessun tipo di problema a guidarlo. Il problema era quando ti insabbiavi, perché a quel punto tirarlo fuori comunque, anche se un buggy è più leggero, comunque era una faticaccia e da sola non era una cosa semplice. Allora di conseguenza dice aspetta che comincio a guardarmi in giro, e in quel tempo c'era il team Ride che apparteneva a Swan Quant. Se vi ricordate erano quei Mitsubishi bellissimi, tra l'altro viola, che avevano sulla fiancata una cartina del mondo. E lei, siccome loro erano anche tedeschi, quindi c'era anche una discreta comprensione, diciamo, fra loro e anche complicità, lei trovò il budget comunque e andò con loro e corse la sua prima Dakar nel 95 con un T1, che è il T1 allora era il veicolo standard, la serie, quella che oggi in realtà poi si chiama T2 perché sono cambiate le cose. Ok, so 95, this is also the first Dakar of Hubert Oriol. He was the beginning as director, and then in 96 you start your experience with the buggy Schlesser.
I continue, yes, actually.
Yeah.
And yes, in Dakar, first time with the Schlesser buggy. I go back to the team. I found the money back to do that. And
I remember very well, as you know.
Yes. And and then I did 4 seasons with the Schlesser buggy, which was a super experience, because I think with two-wheel drive you learn more, because you have to drive a good line through the dunes, and I enjoyed it a lot. And then after I lost my big sponsor, which was Warsteiner for this time, but I lost it because they went to the Formula One. And I couldn't continue again with the Schlesser buggy. No chance. So that was a huge story, because then I ran around where I can find the money, and I went to Mitsubishi Germany. Yeah. And that was not the factory, it was an importer, but they agreed to support me. After I promised them everything. I can't promise. I nearly sold them my life, but it doesn't matter. I promised them everything, but I managed to get the budget, and I bought myself into the Mitsubishi factory team, and I get one of the client cars. And ending up winning the Dakar with his car later. So that was great.
Exactly. Allora lei dice, dopodiché a quel punto ho fatto 4 anni con Schlesser, con i buggy di Schlesser. Poi cosa successe? Che il suo principale sponsor, che appunto era la birra Warsteiner, decise di lasciarla, non perché ce l'avesse con lei, ma perché passò alla Formula 1, quindi di conseguenza si perse completamente questo sponsor in quanto riguarda ai rally ride. Quindi lei si trovò improvvisamente senza più la possibilità di finanziare il progetto da Schlesser, che chiaramente la mise alla porta, e perché ha un carattere un po' così, e allora decise, si guardò intorno e provò ad andare alla Mitsubishi Germania, che non era la Mitsubishi Francia o Sonoto, insomma quella che aveva corso nei rally normalmente, quella che correva nei rally con i team ufficiali, ma era l'importatore tedesco. Dice, lei andò lì, e mi ha ricordato quello che raccontava l'altro giorno Hubert Oriol, quando andò lì e promise l'inverosimile pur di avere la macchina. Lei fece la stessa cosa, dice, io arrivai lì e gli promisi tutto quello che potevo, ogni cosa che loro mi chiedevano gli dicevo sì la facciamo, è incredibile. Infatti lei dice, poi mi chiesi anche, ma sono pazza se cosa combino. E quindi con questa macchina andò poi a correre alla Dakar e arrivò la vittoria, insomma, alla Dakar, con comunque una macchina di appoggio, non era una macchina ufficiale, era sì una macchina Mitsubishi, fra virgolette ufficiale, ma tedesca. So we arrive at 2001.
Yeah, that was a super race. For sure.
Is a mistake if I say that is maybe the most important year of your life?
Yeah, for sure. That's not a question, actually. And I was not expecting to win the 2001 Dakar, and I tell you why. Because we had a client car. Yeah, it was there were still 4 factory cars, and and my aim was actually to. I was winning already stages, also with the Schlesser buggy and so on. But my aim was to drive on the podium of the Dakar. You know, I say, look, if I finish in the first 3, I did a great job, because there is all these top cars, and I'm in a good car, but it's a client car. And it went better and better and better. And we was on the third position overall, which was good. We was super happy with this. And then suddenly, you remember, there was Jean-Louis Schlesser and Hiroshi Masuga fighting for the victory, actually. And I was in the third position, looking at them, let's say it, like waiting what happened. Yeah. So, and we all know this story. We was all at the start, and Jean-Louis was supposed to start behind. And then suddenly Jean-Louis and Servier, who was his teammate, just passed everybody at the start and went into the stage. We couldn't believe it. They went into the stage before the stage really started. And nobody understood it. Hiroshi was supposed to start first. So he started then in the stage third, because the other one just went into the stage without any timing.
Yes.
And then, I started in the stage after Hiroshi. And then I found Hiroshi parked aside the road.
Yeah.
The broken suspension.
Yes, the wheel.
And what happened? Actually, he was a bit too nervous because he should just continue his normal speed. But the thing was, Jean-Louis wanted to start first together with Servier to block Masahoka. The idea was, they thought for early start, we only get 5 minutes penalization. Yeah. But if Jean-Louis drives full attack, and Hiroshi cannot because he's in the dust of Servier, then maybe he catch bad. There was only a part, some minutes, so he wanted to catch bad, 10 minutes, plus the 5, which was the 10 minutes. So he was only 5 minutes behind. And he managed because Hiroshi had to repair his car. He lost about half an hour. And I stopped at him, but I couldn't help, so I continue. And I was close. And then in the evening, the stewards decided to give a penalization to Jean-Louis because this was quite unfair what he did. So he got 1 hour penalization for it, which is actually quite cheap for what he did, in my opinion. And I was the only one who was close enough to get the profit out of it. So I was first. Hiroshi lost the time because he repaired his car. I was quite close to him. So he was second and Jean-Louis was third. But then I tell you, the last day was creamy because I was a client car. So Hiroshi was only 3 minutes behind me, or close to 4 minutes. And we had still to drive on stage, which was at the Lake Rose, which we all know. There's dunes and everything. So it's short, but you have to pass dunes.
We never know. Yes.
You never know. And
that's a terrible stage every time.
Yes. And then actually the team boss of Mitsubishi, which was Prima at this time.
Yes, Ulrich. Yeah.
Yes, he decided to build out my tire pressure system because he say this tire pressure system belongs to Mitsubishi factory team, and we don't want that this goes with your car back to Germany because it's completely secret, and we cannot build it out after the race because the mechanic want to make party, and I couldn't believe it. So they put my car apart before the last stage. And yes, and for sure they want to do that I maybe get stuck in the dunes.
Sure.
And lose the time to Hiroshi because I wanted that Hiroshi win the Dakar and not me. Wow, I was so nervous. I cannot tell you. That was the worst night in my life. I couldn't sleep the whole night because I was thinking, if I have troubles tomorrow, I will spoil that. I will maybe never have this chance in my life to win the Dakar, and it was the biggest thing. So I was not sleeping 1 second, only thinking, and my brain was turning. And then I was so happy the next morning when the start came because I want to have this done. Yeah, and then we had to wait 1 hour again before the start on the beach. You know how that was, and
Yes,
and finally I could start. And I tell you, I drove for my life. Yeah, I make maximum attack because the difference was little. And I tried to concentrate, make no mistake. And I didn't do any mistake. I was faster even than Hiroshi in this stage. And I made it. And it was such a big release to drive over the finish line and say, look, you didn't ruin that or whatever. I wouldn't forgive myself for my life. It was really a creamy. And actually, my book is starting with this story because this was, for me, one of the most intense moments in my life.
Absolutely. Yeah. I got to translate because it's fantastic. I discovered a lot of things now. Allora, una storia pazzesca, pensate, non so cosa dite, che io so sempre tutto, questa non la sapevo neanche io. Allora, praticamente, vabbè, cosa è successo nel 2001 lo sapete. Jutta era terza assoluta, c'era Hiroshi Masuoka in testa e seconda posizione c'era Jean-Louis Lesser. La penultima tappa era Tambacounda Dakar, e alla partenza Schlesser, che ha sempre saputo molto bene, li sa tuttora i regolamenti, decise di partire davanti. Lui sarebbe dovuto partire dietro, invece decise di partire davanti perché disse tanto la penalità è 1 minuto in più rispetto a quello in cui dovevi partire, quindi dice al massimo mi danno 5 minuti, ma fece strategia, partì lui per primo, dietro fece mettere José María Servià, che era il suo compagno di squadra in quella gara, e gli disse io me ne vado, tu rimani dietro, fai polvere, perché era una partenza Tambacounda, quindi era ovviamente sabbiosa, fai polvere per tenere dietro e far ritardare Hiroshi Masuoka, e intanto io così vinco. E Jutta partiva dietro ancora. E il video l'avete visto tutti, quello che è successo mentre Schlesser se ne va, Masuoka riesce a passare arrabbiatissimo praticamente Servià, ma mentre lo passa, costretto ad andare fuori pista, rompe la macchina, prende un sasso con la ruota anteriore e stacca praticamente il semiasse. Vi ricordate poi Maimon sbatte il casco per terra, si butta in mezzo alla pista, a momenti lo investe, eccetera. Jutta partiva dietro e lei dice io ho fatto la mia gara precisa, regolare, come aveva fatto tutta la gara. Si ferma da Masuoka gli dice guarda non puoi fare niente per aiutarmi, vai. E quindi arrivano al traguardo e la sera siamo già a Dakar, all'Hotel Méridien. E lì Schlesser è tranquillissimo, questa è una storia che racconterò meglio nel prossimo libro, è molto tranquillo mentre lo vanno a chiamare, la direzione gara lo manda a chiamare, c'era Lucio De Moria, c'era anche Emanuele Gubernati quell'anno nella direzione gara, Lucio era l'osservatore FIA, e gli dicono vieni un attimo che dobbiamo parlare. E praticamente gli danno una penalità di 1 ora per comportamento antisportivo, perché voglio dire è abbastanza pesante insomma la situazione. Quindi lui si ritrova con quest'ora, Masuoka aveva perso circa mezz'ora a riparare la macchina e Jutta è prima. E quindi le dice cavolo manca solo l'ultima speciale, che è la speciale quella famosa che diciamo sempre del Lago Rosa, che però anche se sono solo, in quel caso erano 22 chilometri, è rognosa, cioè ti può succedere di tutto, non sai mai come vanno a finire le cose. Quindi lei dice io ero agitatissima, come non bastasse, e questa cosa mi ferisce un po' perché sinceramente adoravo Bremer, che non c'è più. Il team manager va da lei di Mitsubishi e gli dice guarda, siccome sulla tua macchina che è Mitsubishi Germania abbiamo montato il nostro gonfia sgonfia che all'epoca si poteva usare anche per le 4x4 e dice siccome è segreto e la tua macchina non tornerà in Francia ma andrà direttamente in Germania, porta pazienza, te lo dobbiamo smontare oggi perché domani tutta la gente, a parte c'è il parco chiuso, poi i meccanici vanno tutti a fare la festa e quindi non avremo tempo per smontartelo. E lei gli dice come mi smonti il gonfia sgonfia adesso, prima dell'ultima speciale? Sì, gli dice lui, e manda i meccanici a smontare questo pezzo. E lei ci rimane malissimo, dice in assoluto non poteva farmi cosa peggiore. Non ha dormito tutta la notte perché era chiaro qual era l'intento, speravano che lei si insabbiasse nella speciale del Lago Rosa e in questa maniera Hiroshi avrebbe vinto. E lei dice arrivai alla partenza della speciale del Lago Rosa che ero nervosa come non mai nella mia vita, ero arrabbiata anche perché avevo subito insomma un'onta, quello che gli avevano fatto era veramente molto scorretto, e quindi dice partimmo e io guidai sulle uova praticamente, forte, concentrata, senza sbagliare niente, perché avevano solo mi pare 3 minuti di differenza tra lei e Hiroshi Masuoka, e arrivò la vittoria, quindi assolutamente meritata. E adesso le voglio chiedere del copilota, perché it was also your first Dakar with Andreas.
Yes, exactly.
Because before you had Tina Turner.
Yes, I had Tina, then I had Andy, and that was very good because Andy is a super mechanic, yeah.
Yes.
And you know, when you have little technical problems, then you are much faster. Yeah? If you have a top mechanic on board, because then you can both really work well together.
In fact, and you confirm him also for the year
after.
And then what's happened in your life? Something changed again with
No, yeah, for
Volkswagen?
sure. When you came home, suddenly you was a Dakar winner. For sure, that changed. You know, that was then
Yes.
published all over the world, and the people was I think 1 month I was only traveling around the world and giving interviews and TV shows, and that was fantastic for sure, because it was a huge thing, and you profit from it definitely, because then also what happened, then also Volkswagen started to think about doing the Dakar, because I was German, yeah, and I think they would never ever join this sport without my victory, because then they came and say, look, we want to build up a car in the team. And it was, again, a big decision, because I was in the most successful team then. I was factory driver the next year. And then suddenly a team or a company came who had no car, no team, no nothing. But I was very happy that that this sport was seen suddenly also in Germany, because before nobody really took care about it.
Yes,
You know? So,
yes, I know.
And that's why I say, look, yeah, that's fantastic. We have to build up a team together. So for sure, it changed my life in a way. But on the other hand, I was living my passion. You know, I was fascinated from the sport. I was fascinated from adventure, from competition. I love competition. I love technique, because I'm also a physics engineer. So it was great to build up a car from scratch.
Yeah. Allora lei dice chiaramente è stato qualcosa che ha cambiato la mia vita, perché quando tornai a casa non era più niente come prima, quindi passò il primo mese, i primi 2 mesi praticamente continuamente a viaggiare, ad andare a fare interviste in tutto il mondo, quindi una sensazione bellissima, ma soprattutto la cosa bella era che questa vittoria, che lei fu anche la prima tedesca a vincere la Dakar, portò con successo in un paese che sì, per carità, seguiva la Dakar, ma non è che ne fosse poi così tanto coinvolto. Quindi questo aiutò a fare conoscere invece la gara e a darle molto più valore, e ovviamente anche aiutò lei sia nel senso di sponsor che di team ufficiale. E l'anno dopo infatti lei tornò di nuovo con Mitsubishi Pajero e sempre insieme a Andy. Intanto Volkswagen però proprio perché era tedesca, si dedicò alla preparazione di un mezzo per la Dakar, e 2 anni dopo Volkswagen chiaramente a chi poteva chiedere di fare la Dakar se non a una pilota tedesca, e a quel punto chiese a Jutta Kleinschmidt. So Volkswagen is ready to try to test in Dakar with their car, and they call you.
No, it was before. They called me when they had nothing.
Okay.
Yes.
No, because your first Dakar with the Volkswagen was 2 years after 2003.
Yes, and then we had to build a car, because they asked me after the 2002 Dakar. And you know that we had team order in this Dakar, because I wanted to have Hiroshi winning, and I finished second. And anyhow, then at the end of the Dakar, they phoned me up, Volkswagen. They say, look, we have no car, we have nothing, but we want to start with you. And then we actually, in 1 year, we was building the buggy. You remember the first
Yes, sure.
Participation was not with the Touareg, because the Touareg needs 2 years to build it.
Yes.
So we decided to teach the team, because nearly nobody in this team had experience with the Dakar or with cross country. So I say that we have to change. So we put we took some people who had experience, especially for the truck side, you know, like Klaus Leiner, you know, he joined the team, and he was organizing all the spare part and truck side and race truck side. And but the rest of the team was practically new. So we decided to make one Dakar as a teaching for the team. But we needed a car. So we bought a buggy from the States, the chassis like they use in the States. And we changed the design by Italian designer. Then we actually put the engine in, a small, because they wanted to have this diesel engine. We put a small diesel engine in it. From the Touareg, the 5-cylinder, which was very small. And that was actually also the biggest problem, because you had not much power. But at least we did the Dakar, and we teach the whole team. And we had then, in the meantime, the time to build the Touareg. But we started from scratch.
Allora
It
lei
was
dice...
not that there was ready and I come, unfortunately.
No, sure. Allora, lei dice appunto poi l'anno dopo insomma fece seconda alla Dakar. A quel punto Volkswagen la chiamò e gli disse: io voglio fare una macchina, voglio venire alla Dakar, però non c'ho niente, cioè non so da dove cominciare, ma non aveva neanche un team. E lei dice soprattutto la prima cosa da fare era formare un team, perché lì dentro nessuno aveva mai fatto neanche un viaggio in Africa, per capirci, quindi proprio non ne avevano idea. Fu allora che comprarono 2 buggy in America, lo chassis quindi dall'America, dentro ci misero un motore, lo ridisegnarono con un designer italiano, e dentro ci misero un piccolo motore diesel perché quello volevano ovviamente utilizzare per Volkswagen, per vedere. Poi ci furono un sacco di problemi, ma non era importante come andava la macchina, perché loro comunque ne stavano costruendo un'altra, che poi è il Touareg, che tutti avete conosciuto e che ha vinto anche la Dakar. Però era importante proprio insegnare al team come funzionava la Dakar, stare al mondo, possiamo dire noi in italiano, e quindi gli serviva da esperienza. Fecero questa esperienza e poi, tornati a casa, misero giù tutte le basi chiaramente per costruire il Touareg. When you start with Touareg, there was Fabrizia Pons closer to you, not only the Touareg, yeah.
Yes, I met Fabrizia actually at the birthday of Michel Mouton, and which was very good. And she has a very good reputation as a co-driver, and she was also with Arivatan, and so and that was good to have a woman team again, you know. So, and then I chose Fabrizia, and we raced 4 years together, which was very nice. Don't speak Italian now, which is unfortunately I should learn it in the meantime. But we was speaking English in the car, so
Yeah, it was good. Allora, gli ho chiesto appunto perché la sua navigatrice per 4 anni poi fu Fabrizia Pons, e lei mi ha detto: ho incontrato Fabrizia alla festa di compleanno di Michel Mouton, mi sembra giusto, e sapevo che lei aveva una grandissima reputazione. Non dimentichiamo, Fabrizia ha corso con Arivatanen anche, e non solo, chiaramente parlo di rally ride, e quindi dice ci intendemmo immediatamente e corremmo insieme trovandoci molto bene, solo che dice mi dispiace perché pur correndo con un'italiana non ho imparato una sola parola di italiano, però perché parlavamo in macchina in inglese, però è stata un'esperienza molto bella e soprattutto avevamo ricreato un team femminile. Your love for the motorbike was recognized from FIM in 2013. Because allora spiego, I explain in Italian. Dal 2010 dovete sapere che la Federazione Internazionale Motociclistica ha istituito un riconoscimento che si chiama le leggende, FIM Legend. Ha cominciato nel 2010, vi dico un nome a caso, Giacomo Agostini fu uno dei primi premiati, poi abbiamo avuto parecchi... Roberto hai assolutamente ragione, io oggi sto godendo come un riccio, come si dice in questa situazione. Agostini, poi nel 2011 Giossala, nel 2012 Hubert Oriol e Kari Tiainen, e nel 2013 per l'enduro, pensate, premiarono Alessandro Gritti, e per i rally ride Cyril Neveu, e the FIM legend, woman legend, was Jutta Kleinschmidt in the Gran Gala of Monte Carlo, I think.
Absolutely, yes. And that was for sure a great honor. You think, okay, if you're a legend, maybe you are now very old, but
no.
No, it was a great honor, and I was very happy to be so many successful motorcycle riders, and it was a super nice evening. I met the first time really and talked to her was Lila Sainz, and yeah, I think it's good. We have to support also the women in this sport,
sure.
You know?
Every time. Yeah. Quindi questo premio è stato consegnato al Gran Galà di Monte Carlo, e lei dice: certo, quando diventi una leggenda ti viene il dubbio di essere un po' anziana, no? Però non è vero. Poi fu una serata eclatante, fu soprattutto un riconoscimento importante per il mondo femminile. Chiaramente questa è una cosa che oggi non ci stancheremo mai di ripetere, ma anche perché è un riconoscimento importante. And then it was a surprise for you. How it was exactly your enter in a FIA. That's Mr. Todd called you, or what exactly?
Yes, Mr. Todd called me actually, and he asked me if I think that I can help to improve the cross-country sport, to put it again on a high level, because like we all know, in the last years it lost a bit of interest. So the numbers went down in the World Cup, also in the Dakar, and also the public interest went down. And what is even the biggest problem is we do not have real factory teams anymore. Yeah, it's more private teams who rent the car out, and you have to pay or find the sponsors to race, which is very often the case in cross country. But we always had some top teams, like when I raced for Mitsubishi and then after for Volkswagen. We didn't had to find our sponsors anymore, until you come to this level you have. But then after it was fine, and then we was even earning some money, which was good. And that all went down. So he asked me if I have some ideas, and I say, oh yes, I would love to do that. And because it's really, I love this sport, and that would be a fantastic task to do. And then I started, and I made my first report after I visited many of the races, and that was
2 years ago.
2 years ago. And then in the end of the year, he asked me, look, I really like your ideas and what you want to do for cross country. And I think it is a very good idea if you take over the present job from the cross country commission. And I was a bit surprised because normally you don't jump in from the side, in front of all the boys. Yes. But I say, yes, why not? This is, I saw the potential in it, because if you are the president, you have more chance to change really something.
Yes.
And this is already difficult because you have a commission with nearly 30 members. And for sure, it's a commission to decide.
Just men, I think.
No, I have one woman. So from Russia, there's another woman, but the rest is all men. And for sure, this is not so easy because you still have to convince them. But I think the position is much better than when you only come from outside. So I'm doing this now the second year, and I really think that we already approved quite a lot. Yes. We still have a long way in front of us because we have to include definitely environmentally friendly technologies, which is not possible for the moment. But the FIA promised me to create a regulation for us for next year that each company who has ideas can enter it. Because now if you want to do something with, for example, an electric car or hybrid car or which I believe in a fuel cell car, which is electric, but not with battery, but with fuel cell technology. I think this could work very well for our sport. They cannot join us because we have no regulation for that. They don't fit in our regulation. But I think it's very important to make a regulation that they can join, that they can race with us in addition to the others. This is clear. And I also work very hard on the grassroots level, because we have no young people anymore who has a chance to enter our sport. It's by far too expensive. But the young people are out there. They want to do that, but we have to give them a chance that they can do it. And I see a big potential in the side-by-side, which we call SSV.
Yes.
And that's why since this year we have even a new category, which is T4, what was the truck before, but that is T4. It's only for the SSVs. And we are working hard to reduce the costs for that, for these cars, which we are, think, on a good way, because you have to find the balance between safety and cost. But we are on a good way.
Much.
Not everything can move fast because there are stability rules and all this stuff. But I think we are on a very good way, and we also want to lower the entry fees for this, especially for next year. This is already discussed. And that young people have a chance to join us. And we already grow with this SSV last year by 12%, which is a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. I translate.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's a lot to translate now.
Cerco di ricordarmi tutto. Allora, quello che le ho chiesto, sapete, come vi spiegavo, lei adesso è presidente della commissione tout-terrain in FIA, e braccio destro praticamente di Todd, e allora gli ho detto fammi capire com'è andata, cioè una mattina ti suona il telefono e dall'altra parte c'è Jean Todd, e lei dice sì, è andata esattamente così, era l'inizio del 2018, lui la chiama e gli dice senti, c'è da rimettere un po' le mani in pasta per quanto riguarda il tout-terrain che sta tracollando, praticamente stava andando abbastanza male, non è ancora in netta ripresa, ma insomma ci si sta lavorando, perché erano molte meno persone iscritte, i soldi erano sempre di più per avere una macchina, non c'erano più team ufficiali, sapete che appunto Peugeot era già uscita, insomma stavano andandosene via tutti quanti, e quindi di conseguenza la situazione era abbastanza delicata. Allora le propone di seguire tutte le gare e poi di fare una relazione. Lei chiaramente, che è precisissima, lo fa, e alla fine dell'anno gli dà questa relazione, lui e sottopone anche tutta una serie di idee, perché lei ne aveva veramente tantissime, era veramente la persona più giusta. Io sono entusiasta di questa cosa, credo che si capisca, ma si capisce anche da come ne parla Jutta di quanto le piace questa cosa. E lei sottopose le sue idee a Todd, che le disse alla fine dell'anno, gli disse sai che c'è, mi piacciono le tue idee, mi piace la tua relazione, ti faccio presidente della commissione. E Jutta dice presidente, cioè non si è mai sentito di uno che comincia e subito è presidente, dice io pensavo di fare la gavetta, però dice tutto sommato non è male essere presidente, perché è vero che hai tutte le responsabilità, ma quando parli nelle riunioni sei tu che comandi, e anche se sotto ha 30 persone, gli ho chiesto se erano tutti uomini, mi ha detto no, una di queste è donna ed è russa, e dice per il resto ognuno mette fuori le sue idee e si discute. Sono molte le cose che stanno prendendo in considerazione, ha parlato sia per quanto riguarda i carburanti alternativi, ovviamente, che non sia solamente l'elettrico, perché in realtà l'elettrico poi ha il problema delle batterie da smaltire, quindi anche altro tipo di carburante, chiaramente ecologico, diciamo così, e poi soprattutto il fatto che mancano i giovani. Questa è una cosa che si dice da moltissimo tempo, non a caso 2 anni fa loro hanno fatto anche una formazione per le donne, perché mancano anche le donne. I giovani vorrebbero avvicinarsi a questo sport, ma è uno sport attualmente carissimo e quindi non si può assolutamente fare. Ci stanno lavorando sopra e diciamo che hanno intrapreso la direzione giusta. I need to ask you about what will happen about the season this year, because it's not easy, not so many races.
It's a super difficult question, yes.
Exactly. Also because we don't know.
Absolutely. This is our biggest problem. It's not really plannable. Yeah. So what we do in the moment, we work more or less from week to week. And I already changed the schedule for the 2020 calendar, I don't know, 10 times. Because for sure one race is, they phone us up, is cancelled, and then you postpone it for the moment. But we cannot postpone all the race if it goes on like that, yeah? Because we cannot do in 3 months all the World Cup, which is 13 races in total with the Bachas and the rallies. And I think, I really hope that we see at the end of the year at least, let's say 2 or 3 events. That's my hope. Maybe we have a chance for Morocco. I know that Silkway is still shuttled in Russia for July. Then we normally have Kazakhstan, which is already postponed. If you're very lucky, that happened. But I am afraid that international traveling will be not the same in the future.
Exactly.
So even if the country open up, like many countries do now, a bit, you know, like opening restaurants again with social distance and all this stuff. That's good, because we need this economy in the country, because we cannot kill all the the countries. No. And that's what we do in the moment, because nobody has jobs anymore. And especially here in the States, you can also see that the people are starting to get crazy because they don't have social security like we have in Europe. Anyway, this is a huge problem. But even if this open up, we have the problem of international traveling. So in the moment, if I want to go to Switzerland even, and I want to have a meeting live with them, not online, then I have to go 2 weeks in a quarantine, before. And then when I come back to the Monaco, I have to do 2 weeks again. So that don't works. No?
No.
I really hope that we find a kind of fast test. Yeah, that would help us. Like you go to the airport, you have a test of maybe takes 15 to 30 minutes, but it must be reliable and not maybe not.
Yeah.
And then you maybe could put everybody through this test, and then in the plane, and when you come back, you have maybe to do the test again. So I don't know, but we have to find a solution for international traveling, because if it's like this, the countries will not open. And how all the teams and how all the racers race to the races. I know that they find a solution for Formula One for the Austrian Grand now to fly everybody in with private planes or something like that. But in cross country,
it's not for us.
Not a solution, you know. So I really hope that at end of the year we can see at least 2 or 3 races just before the Dakar Rally, that the Dakar Rally happen, and then hopefully we can start normal again next year in a kind of that it's at least possible.
Yeah, I translate. Allora, le ho chiesto chiaramente cosa crede che succederà quest'anno con la stagione Rally Ride, che è stata già rinviata più volte, si sarebbero già dovute svolgere 2 gare, e abbiamo alle porte, fra virgolette, perché a luglio il Silk Way, ma insomma ci sarebbe stato a maggio il Kazakistan, che è stato tutto quanto rinviato. Lei dice il problema grosso, al di là delle gare, è che proprio non si può viaggiare. Cioè, non si può pensare che la gente arrivi sui terreni di gara, perché in questo momento non si può, non si riesce. Lei dice, pensa che se io volessi fare una riunione in FIA e quindi prendere l'aereo per andare in Svizzera, non lo potrei fare, o meglio, lo potrei fare, poi devo stare 2 settimane in quarantena e poi faccio la riunione e torno a casa, dove mi rimettono in quarantena, per cui è ovvio che è una cosa che non si può, assolutamente, non è una strada praticabile. Quindi lei dice, prima di tutto, sì, mi piacerebbe poter dire che per la fine dell'anno correremo 2 o 3 gare. Quasi sicuramente lei dice ho grandi speranze nel Marocco, che è ad ottobre, dal 9 al 14, che è la gara di David Casterà. Ma dice, a parte quello, non abbiamo veramente idea, cioè noi lavoriamo settimana su settimana, non puoi neanche prevedere cosa accadrà, perché chiaramente è molto difficile e stanno ragionando su tante cose, per esempio fare delle speciali corte, allora il pilota arriva, fa la speciale, poi se ne arriva, cioè non è possibile. Dice la Formula 1 l'hanno risolta, prenderanno, ricomincerà perché loro hanno gli aerei privati, ogni pilota ha il suo aereo privato, e io gli ho detto appunto, abbiamo riso tutte e due perché abbiamo detto ok, questa strada non è praticabile per noi del tout terrain perché non abbiamo gli aerei privati, a parte questo, magari qualcuno ce l'ha anche, non lo so. Quindi insomma la situazione è molto difficile. So we will see. We can say just we will see.
Yes, we can just say you will see. And also one thing we should not forget, what we try to do now, and that helps maybe a bit. Something good is in a bad thing, because it maybe gives you more power. But one thing is really clear: we have to try to reduce costs. Yeah, that
absolutely.
People in the future have the chance to do it cheaper, because now also they lose maybe their sponsors, you know, they have less work or less income. So we're really facing the problem is the costs even more than before.
Yes, la cosa più importante, lei dice, ricordiamoci che quando ritorneremo a correre ci saranno ancora meno soldi di prima, perché ovviamente il mercato del lavoro sappiamo che problemi sta avendo e avrà, e quindi la prima cosa importantissima è ridurre i costi. Fino a che non riusciamo a ridurre i costi non andiamo da nessuna parte. Ok, just before to close I have 2 surprises for you. Good. Because I have, the first is a message from Mr. Bruno Birbes that he is with us, is following us because he see a picture, and I want to show you. If I arrive to show you, I can try, and that's a pictures that is there. They take 2 years ago in
yes, I remember. That was a super nice event. We was all invited to race together, a vintage race on old bikes. It was actually the oldest bike I ever rode, even if I'm already quite old. But all my race bikes was younger than the bike I raced in this race. which is
I want to
was
speak
a
about the trouser. Very nice trouser. Huh?
yes. They actually gave us these trousers. They look very English.
Stiamo parlando dei pantaloni, le toccò complimenti per la scelta del pantalone, molto, molto bello. Lei ha detto un po' prettamente inglese. And Bruno Birbes was, maybe he said you 2 years ago, he was in Dakar 88 with a BMW, BMW,
Yeah.
and he found you and Patricia in a different place during a stage, and you and Patricia called him to help, but he have no possibility to help you because he was stopping maybe 20 times before.
Yes,
to
I know. This
out
stage
his
was
bike.
crazy. We all were stuck 100 times, everybody.
Exactly.
And we run
Exactly.
complete. This was a really actually a very interesting story. I have to finish this story. So it was a super
Yes.
hard stage at the Dakar. And normally I was driving together with Patricia, but we couldn't anymore because we just tried to survive. And at this stage, I think 80 bikers couldn't finish this single stage. I made it to the finish, and I arrived. I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at a petrol stop for bikes, a truck in the desert, just to fill up my bike again. And I had to do a road section after to the B-Bag. And they actually made a mistake, and they filled up my BMW. It was a heavy BMW with diesel instead of petrol.
No.
Yes. And can you imagine? I was so tired, and that I didn't even check that. So I continue, and it worked for, I don't know, a kilometer or two. And then for sure my bike was doing like a tractor and didn't work anymore. And I had to push my 220 kilo BMW back to this point. Then it was around 4 o'clock in the morning. We cleaned it up. We put the normal petrol in. I did the road section, which was again about 2 hours drive. And I came to the start of I just finished, and I came to the start of the stage, and they didn't take me anymore because I was half an hour over my starting time.
No.
Yes, the race was finished.
No.
And then I drove the whole back home to Europe, to my house in Munich, also my apartment in Munich, on my race bike in wintertime. Because this is how it was at this time. You didn't leave your bike there. You took your bike. You passed whole Africa back, whole Europe back.
Oh, no.
Race bike.
Oh, no.
This story is alone. When I came to the border, they looked at me. What is that? So I had to discuss 2 hours at the border that they let me pass, but it's okay.
I want to see this history in the film. I want to see that.
I don't know what they put all in the film, because the film is only 1.5 hours.
I hope, because it's fantastic. Allora Bruno, forse non lo sai, ora racconto questa storia. Dice: dopo che vi siete visti in quella speciale, che era una speciale tostissima in cui uscirono il 50% dei partecipanti, dice, noi eravamo non morte di più, arrivarono praticamente ormai a notte fonda al camion del rifornimento, e lei dice: io ero talmente stanca, talmente sfinita, che non fece attenzione e misero il gasolio dentro la sua moto, ma lei non se ne accorse, ripartì, fece 1 chilometro, 2 chilometri, poi chiaramente la moto, nonostante quello che dice Donato Benetti, la moto si fermò, e lei disse: a quel punto io a spinta mi rifeci 2 chilometri indietro fino al camion, svuotammo il serbatoio, pulimmo tutto quanto, riuscì, poi fece il pieno, a ripartire alle 4, solo che quando arrivò al bivacco per la partenza della tappa dopo, ormai erano già tutti partiti, lei era oltre la mezz'ora di tempo massimo che sappiamo da regolamento terribile della Dakar, e quindi se ne tornò a casa, ed era talmente arrabbiata che si rifece il ritorno a casa via strada. E arrivando a Monaco di Baviera, dice che non era probabilmente il momento più caldo da fare, lei era vestita un po' come ci raccontava De Petri l'altro giorno in braghette corte, lei comunque era vestita da moto. La cosa pazzesca è che io gli ho detto: questa bisogna metterla nel film, e lei dice: purtroppo non decido io quello che va messo nel film, quindi non lo sappiamo, speriamo ce lo mettano. The second thing is a surprise for you, because we have a special guest with us. Allora, la seconda sorpresa, la carrambata, come abbiamo fatto l'altro giorno con Enrica Perigo, è che noi abbiamo, già ride, io già la vedo che ride, abbiamo la sorpresa. Do you imagine something about this surprise? Or le chiedo se si aspetta. Yes! Eccola!
Ciao!
Ciao Fabrizia,
Ciao
so nice.
Fabrizia!
Ciao Jutta. How are you, Jutta?
I'm very, very good. Like you can see, I'm spending a time in my house in the States, and this is good because we are all shut down. Only problem is, to be honest, what you know what is my biggest problem? I'm 6 hours behind Europe, and very often my video conferences starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is 3 o'clock for me.
Oi.
Aia!
So I'm back
Congratulations
to
for
the Dakar,
continuing.
Fabrizia. I'm back to the Dakar. You know how often we had to get up at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock to start the
Exactly.
action, you know. So it's from this side, but it's not as exhausting for sure. Racing.
Yeah.
And more boring, I have to say. Racing is much more.
Mamma
That's
mia.
true.
I am missing it so much. I
Yeah.
can't stay at home.
You know that there's a new series now, which is quite nice for women. I just want to mention it. I know we are completely over the time. Sorry for that.
No, don't worry.
But Fabrizia, that's interesting also for you because I think you know also a lot of young women who maybe want to join that. You know that there's a Formula E now.
Yes.
And their cars are actually cross-country cars because they are doing kind of stages like in cross-country because their first race will be at the Lake Rose, the famous Lake Rose in January, I see, next year when they start their first event. And now they decided to have teams, one woman and one man. So always in one team, one woman is racing and one man is racing. It's the same material and the time of them count together to win for the team. I think this is fantastic because it will give a lot of women the chance to enter in a way cross country because this is really the cars look like our cars. They are the same suspension. They are only full electric and for sure the distance is much shorter. They will do stages around 35 to 50K max.
Okay.
And but I think all the women who watch us now and want to race, that's I think a chance because they have to take a lot of women, and I think this women also maybe can after.
Ok, I translate because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Dice, mi sono scordata di dirvi una cosa siamo un po' fuori tempo massimo, è vero, ma la diciamo perché è molto interessante. Dice proprio per promuovere lo sport nelle donne e chiaramente anche nei giovani, come dicevamo prima, c'è questa Formula E, questa Formula elettrica appunto, che propone la stessa vettura per un uomo e per una donna. E è un modo per far avvicinare le ragazze. Io spero non ci sia limite d'età, però Fabrizio, andiamo pure noi, no?
Assolutamente, bisogna.
I ask if there is a limit of age because
no,
we want
I hope
to
not because Fabrizio and I will go there, you know.
Okay, perfetto.
I want to go there. I want to go there.
Siamo già fatte raccomandare. Spettacolo. E dice la cosa è molto bella perché avranno tutti gli stessi materiali e a gennaio al Lago Rosa, quindi magari noi saremo anche già lì. Pietro Tavano ci dice che è uscito oggi sulla Gazzetta questa cosa. They write us that is right on Gazzetta dello Sport today, this project.
Super, perfect. I really think it's good for us because this gives also spotlight on our sport because it is like our cars and it is cross country. It is much shorter for sure, but it's also environment friendly technology. And I think we need that to gain other manufacturers.
Very nice, very nice.
Our sport.
Bella questa cosa. Il mezzo elettrico, dicevo, saranno delle speciali molto corte, comprese tra i 30 e i 50 km, quindi ci sarà molta battaglia. Also because maybe I will be already in Lake Rose, in the Pink Lake in January, maybe, you know, Africa Eco Race.
Africa Eco Race, I mean.
Exactly. So I can stop there, and so I can participate.
Yeah. And this Formula E cars was at the last Dakar. Someone who did the last Dakar saw it already. They did the last super stage for show, and there was a lot there for testing. So I think it's good for our sport because we can only together we can only start to grow with all the different kind of.
Absolutely. Dobbiamo lavorare insieme per emergere. Yeah. Allora Fabrizia, tu che fai a casa? Raccontaci qualcosa.
Yes, Fabrizia, what are you doing?
I'm doing nothing at all except some interviews. a lot of interviews, nothing else, unfortunately, because at the beginning of this year, I was doing one event, preparing on snow in Romania to go to Sweden. But after in Sweden, WRC event was no snow at all. So we decided not to go to Sweden, waiting for Portugal. And then the world locked down.
Changed.
So
Yes.
I am here waiting to see if the motorsport will start again, when and where. Because for this year, I had 23 races in my calendar.
Will not
23.
happen.
And
Allora,
of course,
Not 23 anymore.
traduco un attimo perché ci rimpallo che
And
stiamo
over the-
traducendo. No. Allora,
Oh,
Giuliano, no moto, anche perché giustamente ne stiamo parlando con FIA, per cui intanto è macchine. Invece, giustamente, Fabrizia stava dicendo che lei doveva fare 23 gare quest'anno, aveva in calendario. Al momento ne hai fatte quante?
una.
Esatto, una. Ringrazia il cielo che hai fatto quella. Voilà.
Esatto, perché era inizio febbraio.
Esatto, infatti, in tempi
No,
non
neanche
sospetti.
quella avrei fatto, assolutamente.
Esatto.
Delle 23 gare erano 6 del campionato del mondo, quindi
Certo.
un ritorno nel campionato del mondo è sempre piacevole, ecco. Anche
Sicuro.
se in VRC3, in my 23 races plan for this year were 6 World Championship events, and over the 6, one was a safari. So I was on the top of happiness, and no, but
Yeah. Same for
We-
us all. For us, it's not easy to stay home because we are used to travel
No.
a lot and we are used to go to races.
Yes.
And look, the only thing, luckily, I had the chance to be at the Dakar this year, but this was the only event I visit. But let's hope that the motorsport starts maybe sooner on the national level. So I think we can have some national events, which is nice. And Italy also is normally quite
I
good in
think
that.
it's possible.
And after, hopefully, I really hope that from next year, this season, maybe we will see some races international if we are lucky. But I really hope that from next year we can go to normal again and maybe even go stronger out of this crisis by reducing costs, and hopefully that helps every participant.
Yes. So girls, stay there because I close the live, but we stay here just to talk a little bit. Come sempre noi ce la spassiamo poi nei fuori onda. Ne approfitto per salutarvi. Giuliano, sì, adesso tra l'altro ne parleremo proprio perché siamo arrivate molto molto lunghe. Grazie per essere stati con noi. Io con le mie amiche adesso rimango qua a chiacchierare. Magari Norberto adesso glielo chiedo. Una cosa importante, l'ospite di domani, attenzione, perché come dicevo alziamo l'asticella. Secondo voi chi ci mancava all'appello a proposito di grandi campioni, di vincitori della Dakar? Chi ha vinto la prima Dakar? Cyril Neveu. E quindi domani avremo con noi per chiudere, ma ripeto, forse non siamo sicurissimi di chiudere, poi vedremo. Quindi appuntamento domani alle 17 con Cirillo, con il nostro Cyril Neveu. Intanto grazie per essere stati con noi e ci vediamo domani. Buona serata. Ciao a tutti, ciao, bye bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Stay